right, guys, what you see here is my beef, and I have some of these blue crabs. Everything is washed. I washed it with some sour orange along with some lime. I washed it real good, put a little bit of salt, and then rinse it off with cold water. So what I'm going to do is take some of my lime, and we always want to add a little bit of lime juice back. And then I will add some black pepper. And when it comes to seasoning your meat, everything is catered to your preference. I'm going to add some of this onion powder. I will not be using Maggi on today, guys. Just want to show you that you can make a delicious meal without Maggi. I'm going to use some of this Saison Creole. See my son? Just a little bit like that. And then we're going to use some garlic powder, just a little bit like that. And of course, we're going to use our adobo, just a little bit like that. And I will also add just a little seasoned salt, because so far my seasoned salt has salt and my adobo has salt in there. And then we're going to use my ipis, of course. I'm going to use a nice spoonful. Okay, that should be good. A little bit more for good measure. And now I'm gonna go ahead, but my ipis also has seasoning in it, and I did add some salt to it, so I'm not gonna add salt to my food. I don't want it to be salty. I want everything to be tasty. So now, with clean hands, guys, with clean hands, you go in and just massage your meat, making sure you got all of this nice seasoning, making sure your nice ipis is everywhere on your meat. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is you can go ahead and let it marinate overnight or for a couple of hours, or even 15 minutes. Or you could just go ahead and just put it on the stove. I mean, as long as your meat is well seasoned, the final product is going to be delicious. I'm going to let this marinate only because I have something else I need to do. So I'm going to let it marinate for about 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Guys, what I have here is some oil, and I'm going to give my meat some color. Okay, so I'm going to add some tomato paste. With this particular dish, everyone has their own method. I mean, I do it several ways, but this is, I'm going to show you this way, where I'll give my meat color first. So we're going to just kind of cook our tomato paste off. Okay, you're going to keep stirring it. So what we're doing now is we're cooking our tomato paste, okay, because we don't want it to have this raw taste. Okay, so I'm going to cook it for a couple of seconds more. And if you notice, I keep moving it around because I don't want it to stay in one place so it won't burn, because I have my stove on high. Okay, so it should be good about now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my meat and I'm going to add it to my, I should cut this one in half. This one's kind of thick. Let me go ahead and just cut this piece of meat. It's a little too thick. I'll mix that one. What I like to do is just coat it inside of the tomato paste. And then I'm going to let it sit in here and kind of let it fry just a little bit, just to get a little color. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. See, our meat starting to have a nice color. All we're doing is rotating it inside of the pot. And if your pot is starting to get dark, just add just a little bit of hot water, not a lot, and it just continue to move it around until you get the desired color. Okay? Okay, so I've been doing this for about 5 minutes, and I did turn my stove on medium so it wouldn't burn, because I wanted to make sure we have a nice color, because I'm not going to color it anymore. And this is looking good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my parsley, and I have some thyme. I didn't tie it up, which is fine. And you just add a little water, you can sure it's not sticking. And then we're going to add our crabs, our blue crabs. Put some of the water inside of this, and we're going to pour water. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more water. But before, let me grab some cloves, because I want to add some cloves in here as well. Okay, just rinsed off the cloves, and I'm going to add a couple of cloves in here. Oh, the most important thing, add some more water. And let me just run quick and grab my Scotch bonnet, guys. Remember, I use it for flavoring, not to spice up my food. And we definitely have to add a Scotch bonnet in here. So I'm gonna put the lid on, let it cook, maybe on a medium for about 40 minutes until everything, well, not even 40 minutes, because I have to add the okra. So I'm gonna let it cook for maybe like 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and share what I do. All right, guys, I washed my okra off already. So now what I'm going to do is show you how I cut it. I'm going to go ahead and slice, I don't know if you can see this, it's just this end here, this little tip. And I'm going to go ahead and slice the other end, just slightly exposing it. And then we're going to put just a little slit, don't go too deep. So this way we can get all of the good flavoring of our sauce inside of here. But at the same time, I'm not opening it all the way, because we don't want it slimy. I mean, if you like it slimy, then go ahead and slice it in half. But I don't like mine to be slimy. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of them. Then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, guys, I just want to show you how beautiful our meat is looking. So it's halfway cooked. So now what I'm going to do is add my watercress on top like this. It is washed, guys. It's very important that you wash your watercress, because sometimes you'll have some snails on there, some little worms. So you want to make sure you wash this off very nicely. Now I'm going to add my okra, okay? And I'm just going to put them on top like this. And if you like, you can add spinach, but I don't want any spinach in there. Okay. And all you're doing is letting it steam, and eventually, once it gets soft, it's gonna go into our sauce. So all the sauce will be able to come in there. I'm not gonna add any more liquid, because our sauce is already delicious. So I'm gonna put my lid back on. All right, guys, I just want to come back just to show you how it's looking after 15 minutes. If you notice, our watercress is already in our sauce, and the okra, if you notice, some of them are already falling into this nice, delicious sauce. And if you want to shake it, you do not want to stir it, because you do not want to break your okra. So you just take your pot and, you know, kind of move it around like that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cover it, let it cook for maybe about 20 more minutes, and then I'll show you how I serve it. All right, guys, here is the final product. It is absolutely delicious, delicious, delicious. If you notice, our okra is still nice and whole, soft, but it did not break, so our sauce is not slimy. Fabulous. Until next time, guys, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.